Hey strong people, Beck here from StartingStrongman.com, and today I'm going to be breaking down the last minute, last chance Arnold Strongman Classic qualifier that is happening January 19th, this Saturday at the Santa Monica Pier. Tickets are available at ArnoldStrongmanUSA.com. There's more information on StartingStrongman.com if you hate listening to my voice and hearing me talk and looking at my face. So this is an interesting event. It was just sprung on us, broke the news here, but we got, basically there's 7 spots that are officially taken at the Arnold Strongman Classic, where the 10 of the strongest men in the world compete. Arguably the most prestigious show in strongman. I tend to feel it is, and this was brought up, and basically whoever wins this is going to qualify for that show, and then whoever doesn't, that accumulates more points from this and the previous Arnold World Series events, there'll be 2 wildcard spots. So out of here, the main people that have not, so I'm going to go down the competitors list. We got Matthias Belsack, who currently is, I believe, tie. I think there's a 3-way tie for the last wild card spots, and that's what we assumed were going to be the last 3 competitors. So we'll see if any of that gets mixed up. We got Belsack of Slovenia. Believe they all have 25 points. We have Jerry Pritchett of the USA, who has 25 points, and Mateusz Kielczykowski of Poland, who has 25 points. So Kielczykowski, I'd say is probably the favorite for this. He got second at Worlds, etc. Belsack, they say he's competing, but I'm pretty sure he tore his bicep or both at at Arnold Europe, the last show. So I don't know how that's all going. Other competitors competing, so I'm just going to run down the list. We got Belsack, JF Karan, Rano Hanla, JF Karan, who's already qualified, Rano Hanla, who's already qualified, Jits Kramer, who's I think he's right up there in the running with, he's a little behind everyone else, so if he has a solid performance, he could make it. We got Martins Lisis, who's already qualified, Jimmy Pacquiao of Canada, Pritchett, who is hunting for a spot, Kielczykowski, who's hunting for a spot, trying to secure it, and Mateusz Kielczykowski of Poland, who was the 2017 Arnold amateur champion. So that's who they say is competing. Sometimes there's a little variance when you actually show up on that day. There's also going to be appearances by, it says Brian Shaw's going to be there. It doesn't say if he's competing or not. Halfdoor is going to be there. Dowdy's competing. I doubt Brian Shaw's competing too, but there's a meet and greet with some of the athletes, and those tickets are expensive, and you get to meet Arnold as well. This contest is put on by Arnold Schwarzenegger. So basically, some of the athletes that are competing, even Martins in his recent YouTube video, gotta subscribe to Martins' YouTube channel. It's great. Just stop watching this altogether and just watch Martins. He said, since he is already qualified, and the Arnold World Championships in Columbus is a more important, bigger show, that he's going to, go and do his best, but they're not going to push it past that point. And I feel like most of the people that already qualified are going to be in that position, like Martins, JF Karan, Rano Hanla, etc. They're going to compete, but they're not going to give it 100%. I'd even say it just depends on how it goes, that Kielczykowski and Pritchett, etc., they might not even necessarily need the win in order, as long as they know that they're picking up enough points to make sure Jits Kramer or someone doesn't sneak up past them. Then so if they get 2nd through 4th, I'd imagine they're okay. They'll probably even take it a little easy, because this is just a couple weeks before the Arnold. The events are a log press for reps with 385 pounds. For that, I would say Kielczykowski is going to do well. Martin's actually really strong on log in his recent video. Pritchett should do pretty well. Karan, Belsack, if he's healthy, it just depends, should do well on that. I think they have to clean each weight. Last man standing deadlift. This will be interesting. It's opening at 700 pounds, probably just with like a standard-ish bar. But it should be interesting just to see kind of where everyone goes with that. I'd say I'm going to pick Jerry Pritchett for the win on that, and it'd be interesting to see just how close they get. And it's a kind of a preview for what we're going to see on the elephant bar a couple weeks later, and how much you can tell if someone holds back or not is the part which I find fascinating. Not going to say interesting again. Jesus. Jeff Caron, of course, going to be in the running, and I think Martinez is going to hold back a little more than that, than other people. And then this is a brutal event, a 400-pound rogue sandbag carry. I think it's for distance. So that will also, we don't see too many carries for max distance in strongman these days, so that one will be interesting. Gotta stop. Just to see how everyone that it does qualify, where they're kind of standing in that. Transferring to the Husafeld at the Arnold Classic in Ohio, even though it's a different event. A 400-pound sandbag is a beast. Like, that's a giant sandbag. Hopefully it's not like just full of just sand and they put some lead or something in there to make it not as big as possible. But I think people are going to have a rude awakening with that. I feel Kielzakowski will do well. Lisi, Jits Kramer is pretty good at those moving events. I think some points might be dropped there. I haven't seen Jerry Pritchett do a max distance carry in a long time. He's a phenomenal athlete, but he tends to excel at the straight shot events and the static lifts, but I'm not discounting him at all. But that's going to be a tough one. And a 400-pound Atlas stone to shoulder. So it's a lot easier than the stone they lifted at the Arnold last year. I again feel Kielzakowski will do well in that. It just depends on how high or how many points he loses in the deadlift, if he wins this thing outright or not. But, he could beat some of the other guys here in the deadlift, I feel, especially depending on how well they go. And we're going to see just how much he, his deadlifts improve. Because I have a feeling it's been improving. But how much is he going to show before the Arnold Columbus? But yeah, I feel Lisis and Kielzakowski, it's going to be a battle between those two on that event. And then on an antique fire truck pull, Kielzakowski, very good at the fire truck pulls. He won. He's just been winning it. A little bit tougher event, for Martins. JF Caron struggled with in the past. Belsak's very good at it, but again, we're not 100% sure on his injury status. And I think it's going to be an exciting event. At the end of the day, we're going to have a better idea on who's going to... we're going to have a better idea of how everyone that is already qualified for the Arnold Classic in Ohio, kind of how they're looking, if they looked a little banged up on anything, if something really was a struggle for them. And then we'll also have a final lineup. Finally, I thought I did a couple months ago, and I announced it on this, but then they sprung this exciting show in California on us. Again, if you're anywhere near Santa Monica, I definitely recommend going. I think tickets are about $15, and there's VIP tickets that are more. Pretty sure the address is Arnold Strongman USA, and there's more information at sturgeonstrongman.com. I think Kielzakowski is going to end up winning this show, just based on the events that he is, one of the hottest strongman going right now, and just seems to be generally healthier than a lot, with a lot less little aches and pains, and that some of the other guys are probably not going to go 100%. I think it's going to be a battle between him and Jerry Pritchett, because they have the most to lose or gain from this show, and I hope Belsac is healthy. And at the end of the day, I think the people going to the Arnold are going to remain exactly the same as we thought they were, regardless of this last minute qualifier. And what's going to end up happening is they have got another show to do, and hopefully it's a good turnout for the crowd. If you want Strongman to kind of keep going in America, people need to go to the shows. I'm Kalle Beck. Thanks for watching. Go to patreon.com/startingstrongman if you appreciate what I do and pledge to become a supporting member. And go to startingstrongman.com for all of your Strongman news, training information, ebooks, etc. And hopefully it all helps your training.